I don't know. He's driving. Let's not
I
get him
said what I
started.
meant.
Let's not get him started. Adam, I do want to ask you, what's the key to hiring a bunch of people?
Talk to even more.
Run a bunch of interviews?
Yeah, yeah,
That's the answer I was looking for. But I
yeah.
mean, you gave the right answer. It's pretty simple. People are, man, what is Adam doing on the phone with these people? Cletus, what is he doing? He's just got like three calendars full of interviews. So he's triple booked pretty much every 15 minutes. That's about all it is. Just investing into his business because he sees the long-term play. He's not dipping his toe in. He's he has taken a dive into this trillion-dollar industry, and I'm excited to see what comes of that. Tori Shaver, you out there?
I'm right here.
That's just fantastic. That's just fantastic. Let me change my view for the recording. Let's see here. Let's put me up there, and then let's put. Damn, where'd she go? There she is. Let's put Tori up there. Perfect. Tori, I feel like you're pretty good on the phones. Would you say so?
I'm decent.
I know you're only working brand new leads at this point, but you probably still run through your old CAs every now and then when you need to, you know?
Yeah, I will be this week for sure.
Yeah, got to get gritty sometimes. There's a lot of new dialers, that are hammering through bonus leads, and they're trying to overcome objections, and some objections just aren't going to be overcome because they're bonus leads for a reason, you know? But I think eventually we reach a point where the ratio is good enough, and then it's just a matter of more. You know what I mean? So I want to preface this little training here. All we're going to talk about is booking appointments, but I want to preface this training is that step one into booking a calendar full of appointments is having a bag full of leads. If we don't have enough leads, it does not matter how good you are on the phone. I want to be like explicitly clear, as clear as I can be. Okay, we are not trying to turn rocks into gold. It's not turn dirt into gold. It's not our gameplay today. Okay, we're going to teach you how to sift, and sometimes the gold just has like a really thick layer of dirt on it, and we got to be able to kind of scratch that just to verify that it's dirt because we might actually see gold shine through. Does this make sense? I hope that it does. Not a coal miner, but I know one. Okay, not a miner, but I do know one. Got one on the team. Um, but rule number one is make sure you have enough resources. Rule number two is make sure that you're calling those resources enough. 80% resolve a week. Not 80% resolve off of a $150 investment, like 80% resolve off of a five, six, seven, maybe $800 investment plus. Okay. If you don't have money to invest, hit your warm market. You guys follow me? I mean, it's a pretty simple system. Takes money to make money, especially in this game. If you don't want people telling you what to do all the time, then you kind of just have to do what you got to do. Okay. Kind of do what you have to do. But Tori, could you go over what it feels like booking appointments now with CIAs, because the script probably changes a tiny bit, and then we'll talk about the bonus lead script. Could you just role play with me for like a brand new CIA fresh off the press?
Yeah. Ring ring.
Hello.
Hey, Luke. Hey,
Yeah.
this is Tori Shaver. I was just giving you a call. I've got your paperwork here on your loan of the 150,000 there at 123 Main Street. I was just calling regarding the benefit that would pay that loan if you died. I'm the case manager that was assigned for you here, and I just needed to verify the information that you had provided so I can get those options over to you here in the next couple of days.
Okay.
I've I've got here that you're 29, is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Actually, that's right.
You want me to keep going, Luke?
Yeah, keep going.
Okay. All right, and I see here that you don't use any tobacco, is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, and I'm seeing there's a co-borrower. Who would that be?
That's my wife, Holly.
Okay, and how old is Miss Holly?
She is 29 as well.
Okay, no tobacco for her either.
No.
Okay, so you and Holly, would you be each other's beneficiaries then?
What do you mean?
So if you were to pass away, she would receive the benefit, and if she passes away, you would receive the benefit.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's right. That's right.
Okay, that's how most couples do it. I just always like to make sure.
And
And
what happens, Tori, if we both passed away? Would the bank get it?
So, what I like to do with younger couples is have a backup beneficiary. It's called a contingent beneficiary. So that way, God forbid, if you guys do pass away together, like in a car accident or some tragedy that like that, there's someone else who would receive the benefit. You can have a child, a parent, a sibling. That way, that money that you're going to be paying for, that benefit you're going to be paying for, it still goes to someone.
Got it.
Is there anyone you would like to name as a contingent beneficiary?
I'll have to think about that one.
That's okay. We'll come back to that next time we get it back on the phone. And the loan amount, the 150,000, is that accurate for you guys?
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Okay. Was it a 30-year loan for you?
Yeah.
Okay. And what's that monthly payment look like with taxes and escrow rolled in?
1350.
1350. Okay. And so what I do for you here on my end of things, Luke, I work with the top 30 carriers that offer the coverage. So I do that shopping around. That way I can find you guys the best coverage you qualify for at the best price. Are you or Holly on any medications for any medical problems at all?
No, not at all.
Okay. Any hospitalizations or surgeries in the last 10 years?
No.
Okay. All right. And I don't want to assume because every family is different, but for you guys, making sure that mortgage gets paid if either of you do pass away, what makes that important to you?
Well, I'm the primary breadwinner, and she's the primary, you know, mom. So if I die, I got to make sure she can afford to live, and if she were to die, then I got to pay somebody to take care of my son while I work. You know what I mean?
Okay, so you're the breadwinner, she stays at home, and you want to make sure that if something happens, the house gets taken care of and the baby gets taken care of. So,
Exactly.
okay. How would that look without this in place?
Not too good.
Not too good.
Mm.
Okay. Well, that's what I'm here to help you figure out. And, we're just going to look for the smallest policy possible to make sure that tragedy doesn't strike. I've got some availability. I'm looking at tomorrow or Thursday. Would either day work better for both of you?
Tomorrow, probably.
Tomorrow. Okay. And what time are you usually home from work by, Luke?
About 6:30.
About 6:30. Okay. So, and you guys are Eastern time,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
Okay. So I've got right at 6:30 available, or I could do a 7:15. What would work better for you guys?
Better do 7:15. I'm usually eating as soon as I get home.
Okay. No, makes sense. That makes sense. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to put you on my calendar for that 7:15. What's a good email address for you, Luke?
Luke Jackson 123 at yahoo.com.
Okay. You should see a calendar reminder come to that email here in about 30 seconds. All I need you to do is go in and click yes on there. That way it locks you in so no one can book over you. And did my phone number show up okay for you, Luke?
Yeah, it said your name. Yeah.
It did? Okay. I just want to make sure for some people it shows up funky. So that's the number I'm going to call you from at 7:15 tomorrow. And if you want to save me in your phone, it's got my name right there, but it's Tori Shaver. And I can also text you over my digital business card so you can see my licensing information as well.
Okay.
Do you see any reason why you and Holly would miss that 7:15 with me tomorrow?
Uh, not that I can think of.
Okay. If anything comes up, please let me know. I don't want to miss my time with you and I don't want you to miss out either. I can always fit another family in there if you guys can't make that phone call. And I do always like to warn my clients here, give me about a 15-minute bubble. Some families do take longer than others. So even if I'm running 15 minutes behind, I'm still going to call you guys and give you all the time you need with me as well, okay?
Okay.
All right. Do you have any questions for me before I let you go here today?
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, I've got you in there for 7:15 tomorrow, and I'll talk with you then, Luke.
Perfect. Notice she repeats back, right? Especially when she's asking good questions like the why questions, right? Did y'all notice how she repeated back my answer in her words? So it sounds like insert what they said in my own words. Am I way off on that? Is that about right? Yeah, got it. Okay. Um, there was something I wrote down 2 times, but I don't know what I was talking about. I like give them 2 times when you're booking. Like, did you notice she set herself up to avoid a time conflict by asking first what time they normally get home from work? So got a couple times here. What time are you normally getting home from work? Tori, right? That is beautiful. That's one of my favorite things to do because I used to have like, why would you guess? You know, why would you guess? Just ask, okay? Just ask. Um, and always give two times. Let's see here. Calendar reminder. I love that. I've never done that, Tori. Clearly it works for you. I like it. And then the 15-minute bubble, 15 minutes on either side. And then I'll usually throw in there if I'm any more than 15 minutes behind, which is pretty rare, I'll let you know. Okay. You get text messages? Perfect. I'll shoot you a text. Just to make them more familiar with me. Now, that was a lay down appointment. I gave her, most people would think that was an objection. It's like, well, what happens if we both? That's a question. There's a big difference between a question and an objection. Most of the time, a question is wrapped up in the form of an objection, and we just have to clarify. Okay, that's all we have to. What does it actually mean? That's what we talked about yesterday. Now, Tori, what changes between a brand new call-in lead script versus maybe they filled it out a year or two ago?
There's only really one line that I change. So instead of I was just calling to verify the information you had provided, I ask, has anyone gotten that benefit option to you yet?
Gotcha. Let's role play it. I want to hear it.
Okay, ring ring.
Hello.
Hey, Luke.
Yep.
Hey, this is Tori Shaver. I was just giving you a call. I've got your paperwork here on your loan of the 150,000 there at 123 Main Street. I was just calling regarding the benefit that would pay that loan if you died. I'm the case manager that was assigned for you here. Has anyone gotten those benefit options to you yet?
I'm not interested.
Okay. Is there something specific that has you not wanting to look into this anymore? Did someone already give you options?
Yeah, it's just too expensive.
Oh, okay. What options did they give you? Was it the full payoff or a partial?
I don't know, man. It was like four or five, $600, I think.
Oh my goodness, I don't blame you for not going forward with that. So is this something that's important to you? It was just too expensive?
Yeah, I mean, we'd like to take care of each other. It's just, I mean, I can't afford it.
Okay, well, Luke, if you don't mind, I could verify your information. I could work up some options myself. Obviously, I'm not going to pull anything for $400 or $500 a month because I don't blame you there. But I work with the top 30 carriers that offer the coverage. So I can do that shopping around for you. That way, I find you guys the best coverage you qualify for at the best price. And then we can get back on the phone tomorrow or Thursday to go over that. Does that sound fair?
Yeah, that sounds fair.
Okay. You want me to keep going,
And
Luke?
then book,
Yeah.
right? And then book. Um, so I mean, it's the same thing. It's just, I mean, for you, it's just one line. I know for some people it's a little bit different. You know, for me, I talk more about what it does versus what it is, right? But you do that as well. It's like I'm calling about the benefit that, right? I love it. What are some common objections that guys throw in the chat what your objections are right now on booking appointments. And when we're talking about bonus leads, I think you should aim for a 1 in 5 and you should be okay with a 1 in 8. Anything more than that, might need to get a little bit better. Unless you're calling like CIZs, the old ass ones. Like guys, you know that you're supposed to get, I think, 200, like for a CIG lead or I don't, CIH, I think it's CIH. It's 1 in 250 leads you're supposed to write an app on. 1 in 250. You guys follow me on that? That's a lot of phone calls. Those are practice leads. Okay, that's what they're for. Now you can find gold in there. I'm not saying that you can't, because me and Tori could work back through some CIHs if we could still work them, we make a fortune because we know how to do it. But we're not allowed to because those are y'all's practice ground. Okay, that's why. Let's go over a couple of these. Let's see. I already have insurance. Yeah, I'm not interested, Tori. I already have enough insurance.
Okay. What carrier do you have your insurance through?
State Farm.
State Farm. Okay. Have they increased those monthly premiums on you yet?
Oh, I love that you got there. No, not yet. I think it was supposed to be the same price forever.
Unfortunately, with State Farm, they have the increasing term. So I think it's every 5 years, they increase the monthly premiums on you. I don't do that with the carriers that I work with. So I'd be happy to put together some options that will stay level for you. I've got here that you're 29, is that right?
I love it. Back to the script. Did you notice that? That we're not asking for permission anymore. Back to the script. Okay, back to the script. Answer a question in short with the question, whatever you want to do, and then you've got to get back in control to ask the next question. Get like the script is like a straight line. I'm not talking about straight line selling. I'm talking about like the script is literally a straight line. They're gonna bring you and you're gonna weave back and forth like that. Their job is to get you off the script. Your job is to get back on it. We do that with questions. You guys follow me? Hope so. This is good stuff, Tori. Um, how about this one? Um, who do you work for?
I work for Symmetry. I've got your age at 29, is that right?
That's fantastic. Who the hell's Symmetry?
That one I haven't figured out how to answer yet.
I personally, I've never, like, I said that like the first 3 days, and then Devin kept snapping at me. And
Yeah.
that meant like I don't work for Symmetry because I legally don't work for Symmetry. I'm a 1099 with Symmetry. So you ever heard of this is how I answer that one, Tori. Have you guys ever heard of like Mutual of Omaha, AIG, the one that kind of bailed the country out back in 2008. Um Transamerica. You ever heard of any of those big name companies like Prudential? Those are the ones that we represent. I got about 100 of them.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
I've been
that's
struggling
that
with that one.
yeah, that's personally what I do. I got about 100 of them. And yeah, like I said, my job is just to get these options back to you. You do remember what this benefit is about, right? Because they probably don't, right? They probably that objection was so early, right, that they didn't even hear what I was actually calling about. So the objection was not, I don't want the coverage to protect my family. The objection was, I don't want to talk to you. Does that make sense? As a smokescreen. They ain't got a like we haven't gotten them like they are in fight or flight. And most people are as soon as they see a random number. You guys follow me on this? Like they did request a call. They did not request a call from you with your phone number at the time that you were calling. They are going to be busy. All of America is busy. Why? Because they don't, I mean, some of them got jobs, but a lot of people can't sit in silence. You ever walk into an old person's home and the TV's blaring? Every time I go into Grandma Doris's house, the TV is like on 1,000. And half of that's because she's deaf. The other half is because, I mean, what in the world, what would happen if I had to sit with myself in silence all day? You guys ever tried to sit down like in quiet in a corner for 30 minutes and just be present with yourself? It's damn near impossible. Okay? I do it, I meditate and all that stuff. Everybody else in America doesn't. So just know, yeah, Mama Doris. Yeah, that's a damn right there, Adam. Um, but they're busy. So we have to interrupt their pattern. Okay? Interrupt their pattern. How about let's see here. I'm selling the house. Oh, I don't need that. I'm selling the house.
Okay, are you planning on moving into another house?
Well, yeah.
Okay, because luckily this protection moves with you. It's not tied to one specific mortgage. So we can focus on the mortgage that you have now, even though you're selling it. We can get the benefit in place. That way you're already approved. And then once you get moved in and settled into the new house, we'll get back on the phone. We'll go over the numbers again, and we'll see if we need to make any changes at that time.
Gotcha. And note, like, whenever she's saying that, she's just overcome the objection now, but she gets back to script. I want to be very, very clear there. She's not just leaving that open because anytime that we pause like that, we're asking for permission to continue. We don't need to ask for permission to continue. Why? Because they gave consent when they called the lead in and they answered the questions. You guys follow me on that? Like, we already have permission. We don't need it again. It's like trying to get permission to get their social while you're in the application. It's like, bro, they filled out a lead that nobody fills out. 99% of people don't. They filled it out, they mailed it back, or they called in, right? And then they answered the phone, which 20% of people don't, right? Unless you call them 58 million times. And then they booked an appointment. They gave you their help. They booked a time with you. They showed up. They went through the financial fire drill. They did the whole thing. They've been on the phone with you for 55 minutes. And now all of a sudden we want to just like assume that they don't want it. Like, they've wanted it the whole time. They've said yes 87 times. Do you guys follow me on that? We are assistant buyers. We're not salespeople. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're assistant buyers. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, I got it right. Um, let's see here. So, what do you get whenever you say, well, you already went over the not interested. Let me stop there. Let's see. That was an investment property. I don't close many of those, Suzanne, to be honest with you. Sometimes I do. I mean, I'm renting. That's rare. I'm trying to think of something that you actually get often.
The other one is the bank. I thought the bank said I had to fill this out.
Okay, gotcha. I like that one, Suzanne. Yeah, Tori, I don't even want that. What is this about again? I thought the bank said that I had to call. I thought it was important.
So this is the benefit that pays the mortgage if you die. Do you have anything like that in place already?
Wow. I hope you guys are taking notes. Yeah, I mean, she just bobbed and weaved that objection like the plague. Okay, like unvaccinated walking through life, just bobbing and weaving. Bobbing and weaving, right? Cyber just bobbing and weaving, staying in the pocket. That was beautiful, Tori. Didn't even acknowledge it. Yeah, okay. Let's think of what else we could get. We're almost done. We're almost done. Yeah, Tori, I have this through my bank already. I don't understand why you're calling.
So when the bank offers it, it's usually called PMI, and it means that they are the beneficiaries. So even if you pass away, yeah, the loan gets paid back to them. So they still take the house. With what I'm offering, you choose the beneficiary, you keep the home in your house, you keep the home in your family, sorry, and it does not go back to the bank. Some banks require it with certain loans, but you can still get this protection in place as well to actually protect your family. I've got you at 29, is that right?
Yeah, we got you back at 29 now. Or some birthdays since then. That's good. Let's give it up for Tori. That's good stuff, right? That's good
Woohoo.
stuff. I hope that this has been beneficial. This will be on YouTube a little bit this afternoon. I would listen to it about a million times personally. Um, but at the end of the day, you could sound just like Tori. You could say the same words. You could have the same assumption. But three things. If you don't have enough leads, it's not going to work. If you don't make enough phone calls in a short enough time span, right? Collapsed time frames, it's not going to work. And then the third is if you don't believe that this is going to work for you, it ain't. Just want to be clear. Like if you're like, I don't know if this is going to work, it ain't. But you've got to have to convince yourself. Like Tori, do you know how much you made last year?
$52,000.
Do you know what you've already made this year? It's got to be close. I know you made, what'd you make last month or in February?
18. So 18 and another 20, so 38. Yeah, I'm getting pretty close. Because
You
I've
made
got like
20
five
last
grand.
month?
No, I made so 20 between January and March, and then the 18, so that's 38, and then I've got 5 grand coming this week. So I'm closing on it pretty quick.
Yeah, so I mean the first quarter we just started the second quarter and you've already just about made well you already have made it because you'll get back end pay that'll pay you over 52 grand. That's crazy. I would say that it works. All she did, this is crazy here, was she got more leads, made more phone calls, and just by doing that, it increased her belief in herself because all of a sudden they're booking more appointments, right? And then she built her schedule around it to make sure that this business supports her life, not replaces it. So you guys have a great day. Thank you, Tori, and let's go book a shitload of appointments. See ya.